with another mid-range smartphone contender. That is the Xiaomi Mi Note 10 Lite. In this video, we're going to delve deep to find out exactly what the Mi 10 Note Lite has to offer here on EMKWAN Reviews. So this is it. This is the box that the device comes in. Very nice packaging as always from Xiaomi. If we pull the lid off from the top, the first thing that you're going to find inside is the actual device itself. And as standard, Xiaomi have included a sticker with some of the key specs on the front. We'll take a closer look at that in a moment. As well as that, inside you're going to get a little box that contains a SIM ejector tool, some paperwork, and of course a standard silicone see-through case, which is always nice to see, particularly included at this price point. As well as that, we get the USB-C to standard USB sync charging cable, and this is also necessary for the fast charger that comes included right in the box. Check it out, there in the hand in this beautiful purple blue color, which works really well in different lighting. Now this comes in a range of different colors, but I have to admit this particular color is actually very, very nice. So taking you for a quick look around the device, to begin with, you've got that impressive camera module on the top. We'll talk about that later on in a moment. You've also got the Xiaomi branding down there at the bottom. Then on the bottom over here, you have the outward firing speakers with the USB-C charging port and a 3.5mm headphone jack. Then on the right hand side, you've essentially got a power button and a volume rocker. And then on the left hand side, it's completely flush. Then at the top, you've got an IR blaster, if anybody still uses that, with the microphone as well. Now on the back, you've got Gorilla Glass 5. And on the front, you've also got Gorilla Glass 5. This is a 6.47 inch FHD Plus AMOLED curved display. And the curvature, which you can see here, just goes ever so slightly over the side. Just enough amount of curvature for it to feel comfortable in the hand. But this display is actually really, really nice in terms of day-to-day use with YouTube, media consumption, photography, viewing images, playing games, all the rest of it. This screen does a good job. The only issue that I would have liked to see with this screen is just a slightly brighter screen, particularly with the sun that we have here in the UAE. When you're out and about, it can be just a little better if the screen was more brighter to help with those situations. But for the most part, I think most people are going to be really happy with this display. Now, sticking to that display, underneath the display, you'll actually find a fingerprint scanner that you can set up quite easily. For the most part, this does a good job at unlocking the device, but if you don't want to go with a fingerprint scanner, then you can always opt for face unlock through the front-facing camera. So internally on the Mi Note 10 Lite, Xiaomi are using the Qualcomm Snapdragon 730G, and this is with the Adreno 618 GPU. So for day-to-day use in terms of multitasking, whole range of multiple app scenarios that you might be using, including graphic intensive like gaming and multimedia, the rest of it, this actually performs pretty well. So you have nothing to worry about there. This particular model comes in two variations. The model that I have had in my hands and have tested out is the 6GB variation. This is also available in an 8GB variation, and really if you're looking for more graphic gaming intensive stuff and you can kind of push the budget out a little more, then it might be worth considering that 8GB variation. But I think for the most part, in majority of cases, including those people that play semi-intensive games, the 6GB variation should be good enough. So right out of the box, you're going to find Android 10 and you're also going to find MIUI 11. Now this is essentially a skin that Xiaomi have placed on top of Android. It's been criticized in the past, but to be honest, I think MIUI has improved a great deal, and there are some really cool tweaks in here when it comes to the overall function and personalization of the operating system. So I don't hate it, but I know some people have criticized because it does come preloaded with quite a lot of bloatware and also some of the icons and UI elements of it. But I think most people will be perfectly happy with MIUI. I think it's come a long way and it's actually quite a nice skin on top of Android 10. So sticking to internals, this has a whopping 5260 milliamp hour battery. Majority of that juice is used to power that curved AMOLED display, but even if you're an intensive user like me, you should be comfortably able to get over a day and a half's worth of use from this battery. Now there are a bunch of customization and optimization within the settings to make sure that you can really push that battery to perform harder, but you also have a 30-watt fast charger right out of the box, and that means that from 0 to 100 I was able to charge that up in just under an hour, which is pretty cool. Next, let's talk about the camera on the back. It's made up of a quad camera on the back, a 64 megapixel main sensor with an f1.9 aperture. You have an 8 megapixel f2.2 ultra wide, a 2 megapixel f2.4 macro, and also a 5 megapixel f2.4 for the depth. Now, for the most part, the camera is, it's reasonably good at this price point. It's not perfect. It does take some reasonably good shots in normal lighting, particularly at 1x and 2x. In ultra wide, there is some distortion around the side of the images. Some of the color accuracy doesn't match up to what you get with the 1x and the 2x. But for the most part, I think the camera on this is going to be good in normal lighting. Now, where the problems start arising is in the low light conditions. The low light has a lot of noise, a lot of graininess in the final image quality. I think Xiaomi have improved overall the finished product when it comes to the image quality. You get much better accuracy, vibrancy, close to natural colors than some other Android smartphones that I've tested. But the camera on this still needs some improvement. To begin with, you don't really have the capability of zooming in. You only have fixed points that you can shoot with, like ultra wide, 1x and 2x. So that's a little unfortunate. But apart from that, it does record a video 4K at 30 frames per second. So here's a look at what 4K at 30 frames per second looks like with the Mi Note 10 Lite. As you can see here, testing this out from indoors, seems to be doing a reasonably good job on the display in front of me. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think as well. Incidentally, this won't record 4K in ultra wide. It'll only record up to 1080p at 60 frames per second. The front facing camera is pretty decent as well. It's a 16 megapixel f2.5, which is perfectly fine for selfies. There is the element to enhance portrait modes with the front facing camera, which is nice to see. And it does record video at 1080p at 30 frames per second with the front facing camera as well. So having spent time with the Mi Note 10 Lite, I'm reminded once again how good Xiaomi have become at offering incredible mid-range specs at very, very competitive pricing. And the Mi Note 10 Lite is no different from this. If you're looking for a device that has a good display, good battery capacity, a reasonable chip, and takes reasonable shots in normal lighting, then the Mi Note 10 Lite is quite an easy consideration to make. I think in this market, with the price point at around about 1,499 dirhams, which equates to just under 350 UK pounds, it's an incredible buy at this price point. There are a lot of other smartphone manufacturers that would charge you much, much more to get something at a similar spec range. But Xiaomi delivers with the Mi Note 10 Lite. Now, if you're considering the Mi Note 10 Lite, you might also be considering whether or not to push the budget out for the Mi 10. Now, I've done a separate video on this, which you can check out later on the channel. There's a card somewhere on the side. The Mi 10 5G version that I reviewed does have better specs in terms of processor, obviously for that 5G capability, and it also has a much better camera, and that might be worth considering if you are able to push your budget up slightly higher to consider that. But ultimately, I'd love to know what you think, so be sure to leave your comments in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think about the Mi Note 10 Lite. And if you're new around here, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Join me here on the channel to see more video content like this. Until next time, I'm EMKWAN. I'll see you for the next video. Peace and blessings.